Hello Age of Empires 2 fans, it's me Glatose and today I'm bringing you another game from Age of Empires 2 High Definition. We are playing African Kingdoms and this is a 2 versus 2 match, and we are playing at a map that is very similar to uh, Coltras, if I remember correctly the name, and it is called Golden Pit. As you can see why, there is in the middle of the map there is a huge pit that is lower in elevation than the rest of the map, and there is a lot of gold. Notice also that at your start base you only start with 6 gold. You see here 4 gold piles and another 2 piles here. So this is a 2 versus 2 match. It was a random land map. We didn't exactly choose the golden pit, and it was a random civilization. So this is me, Glatose. I'm playing as the Turks. Turk is a very good civilization in the late game at the Imperial Age, when they can produce all the bombard cannons and bombard towers and hand cannoneers, etc. All the gunpowder units. He is the gunpowder civilization. So in one way I'm lucky because in the center of the map there is a lot of gold, but of course I will have to claim it for me and my ally. This is my ally. He is playing as the Italians. He's an expansion civilization, and this is the blue player. His name is Boku, playing as the Britons, and this is the red player, Shaggy player, playing as the Huns. I don't remember if I mentioned, but this was a random civilization choice. So you can see that I have a little disadvantage concerning my civilization. I am Turks, and I am against, you could say, Huns. And Huns is an excellent civilization for early attacks at the early castle age. They can attack both with knights or cavalry archers. Me, however, I should quickly go to the Imperial Age in order to excel, and this is my plan, going to the Imperial Age fast. As you can see, I am the first to go to the Feudal Age. And you could also say that my ally, who is playing as the Italians, has also disadvantage because he is playing against the blue player, who is Britons, and they're both archer civilizations, but I don't think that the Italian archers can be compared to the Breton archers. So you could say that if my ally choose to go heavy on archers, and especially the Genoese archers, he will have a problem. Now, if my opponent goes against the red player, who is Hans, and as I said before, Hans, probably the red player will go either cavalry archers or knights. In both this situation, the Genoese crossbowman is very good. Anyway, you can imagine that this will be a race to the center of the map. Let's have a look at the fog of war. As you can see now, I'm discovering the pit. I have not done a good job at scouting. And now I am going to cast Age at 31 population, so I think 30 villagers. This is my ally. He has 32 villagers, and he hasn't clicked to the Feudal Age for some reason, because he has not built a blacksmith, because he has the resources needed to go to the next age. So you have to be, this is something that you should avoid. It's not only about collecting the resources to go to the next age, it's also about building the two feudal age buildings in this case that are needed to go to the next age. No, the red player has done a better scouting. As you can see, he has explored all the golden pit territory. He knows where I am, and he is not going to the castle age. He is at 32 population, and here the blue player at 22 and 28 population. He has also done a better scouting. As you will see here that I am going to the castle age. I almost there, and I am setting these four gold miners to build here a town center. As soon as I go to the castle age, because it is very important to secure the center of the map. Of course, it's not a 1 vs 1. This means that you can always trade with your ally, but always in these scenarios, the battle takes place at the front of the map, and whoever secure the middle of the map most of the times wins, because yes, you can always trade with your partner, but it will be much more expensive than just have some villagers here to collect the gold mines. And don't forget that I am Turks, and Turks collect from gold mines much faster. So let's see what other players are doing. Here, the red player who is playing as the Hans, he's building archery range. You know that this might mean that he's going for cavalry archers. Here the blue player is still in the feudal age, but I think that he has clicked to go to the next. And my opponent here is walling, as you can see. You know, it's not any possible match to wall, to be honest. But it takes a lot of stone. It takes a lot of stone, especially if you do it with stone walls. And you could always use this stone to place a castle somewhere here, or perhaps to build faster and town center. And as I see my ally here, he's building a town center. He has only one person in stone, as I can see. I'm not really sure. Let me check quickly. Yes, he has only one person in stone. Now he's placing more. Anyway, I am the first to place here a town center, and I'm collecting stone quickly in order to place a castle also here. And as you can see, my enemies have also come to the center of the map inside the gold pit, and they are placing a town center too. And I am also building a town center here. My hope is to boom as fast as I can in order to go to the Imperial Age, where the Turks are really good at. And of course, if my opponents are clever enough, they will try to stop me, especially the Han player. You can see here that the yellow player is still trying to wall himself. As I said before, this is not a bad choice, but we could really use the stone in front. And you see that my opponent has a lot of food for some reason. You see here that I'm struggling with food and the other resources except the gold. And here comes, as I said, the cavalry archers. Notice that they are here too. Notice that the red player is doing the attack upgrade first. This is the right thing to do if you have ranged units like the cavalry archers, because the meaning and the purpose of the ranged units in general is to kill their opponent before the opponent reaches them. I see maybe that the red player will deny my allies town center here, but I think that I will be able to rise this castle, sorry. The red player will try to deny it also, but I think I'm very close. Yes. So I am very lucky. This was a crucial moment in the game because I managed to build my castle in the middle of the golden pit, and as you can see, it's almost between the two town centers. Of course, I didn't know. I think that this was the case. I saw that I built between the town centers after my castle was up, so I was a bit lucky too. And I think that I have secured that my ally can come here and build his town center. Now he's at two town center, and he will build his third here. I am in three town center also, two in the back and one here. The red player has two town center and one here, and the blue player has two town centers and one here. So all the players have three town centers, two in their back base, and one in the gold pit. And you see here that if I could notice a mistake that I'm making, that I have not built any military units, and here the red player is coming to attack me. I was trying here to build a barrack in order to be able to build the other military buildings, but I was denied. And here the red player is coming to raid my economy. This is the best choice in this kind of maps where all the action is in the middle. You should always try, if this is possible, to raid your opponent's base. And you see here that the red player is building much more cavalry archers, and he has also built a battery run. And now let's have a quick look at the economies of the player. I have a lot of idle villagers at the moment. You see here that I have almost 30, 50, 60, around 70 villagers if I'm not wrong. The blue player has 22. The blue player has 22, 12, 9, okay, around 50 villagers. The red player has a lot of villagers, around 80, 70 or 80. And the yellow player has around 60 or 70 villagers also. Now notice that the red player tried to come here with a battery ram. In these cases, if you want to attack your opponent, you should go with mangonels, because mangonels have one extra range than the town center, so they can attack it from far. and not go for battery rams, because rams have to go to the base of the building in order to attack it. A mangonel would be a better choice from the red player. Here I built a castle in order to protect my economy, and now I'm building my first barrack in order to be able to build the rest of the military buildings. The red player still comes with battery rams, but fortunately the yellow player has some military units. You see here the pikeman and of course the mangonel, so he can defend us. I have currently, I think, no military units at all. Let's have a quick look. You see here that the yellow player has almost 15 military units. I think that he will manage to take down this town center too with the help of my castle, of course. I have none military units, and this is very wrong from my side. The red player has 13 military units, mostly cavalry archers, and also the blue player has 5 military units, has 5 infantry. This pikeman, I think he has them here for some for protection from some raids from knights or scouts. And here the red player is trying again to come and raid my economy. I should repeat that this is a good tactic. This is a good tactic because if you're playing against the Turks, and especially if you are Hans that have a very good early game, raid the economy. Raid the economy of the Turkish player, and don't let him go to the Imperial Age and use his gunpowder units. And here I will build some archery range in order to defend myself. I think that I have a lot of stone, but not a lot, but I am just saving it. You see here that the blue player has come here and built a castle, but I think that we are managing to take the center of the map, take the gold pit. Here the red player will definitely kill some of my lumberjacks before I try to rescue them. He's not paying much attention though, maybe because he's battling in two sides and also tending his economy, because he will lose this cavalry archers to my castle. But he's doing a decent job against the yellow player, as you can see. He is destroying his mangonels, and at the same time he is moving away from the pikeman. You see here that he has done only the attack upgrade. As I said before, this is the right choice, but at this point I think he could go for some armor upgrades as well. And also notice that if you are going at with cavalry archers, you should build a stable. I don't know if my opponent has one. I don't see any stable. You should build a stable and do bloodlines, and because bloodlines affect cavalry archers too, and this would give the cavalry archers 20 more health points. And here my opponent is coming again, but I have some skirmishers. It's not elite skirmisher. I don't think that Turks get elite skirmisher, but they are fully upgraded, so they can. I think that they can do well against the cavalry archers. Let's see here. You see that the red player is also trying to kill my villagers. I think he has killed a lot of my villagers. And maybe now he has used the technologies to be 100%, no, um, precise. But here comes my skirmisher. At this point the red player should back away. You see that my skirmisher did a great job against the cavalry archers. They have no armor upgrades, as I said before, they have no bloodlines. Here the yellow player is doing just fine. He will try, and I think he will take down this castle. But I'm also shooting with one more, because I have one more range with my castle. And I think that at this stage we're doing pretty good as a team. And you see that I'm starting to build hand cannoneers and of course bombard cannons. You see that the red player has a lot of cavalry archers. Now cavalry archers could do really well against my hand cannoneers, to be honest. But here comes the blue player who has finally decided to show up and help his ally with military units, and he's bringing crossbowman that has also done the attack upgrades. And if they take up the hill, remember that this is a hill, they can do pretty well against my hand cannoneers. Of course now I have access to bombard cannons, so I am destroying my opponent's military buildings. But here comes the united force of cavalry archers and crossbowmen. So I am retreating to the safety of my castle. Also here I have built a castle here and a castle here because the red player keeps on attacking my base. So I built two castles here. I wasn't sure if this was a good choice or I should build another castle here, but anyway, you should always take care of your economy in these games, because they are easily raided, because the battle is taking place in the center, so player tends to forget their economy and leave it unprotected. And now I am building some stables. You see here that I'm doing the bloodline because I am against cavalry archers and crossbowmen, and especially these crossbowmen are Briton, so I don't think that hand cannoneers will help me at this point, and I'm going for hussars. Notice that Turks get the scout upgrades for free, so I have already hussars, but I have to do the blacksmith upgrades because I have not upgraded them at all. And here the red player is going for a raid as well, notice that if the yellow player has decided to build some Genoese archers, I think that he could easily take down these cavalry archers, because cavalry archers are also stable, not stable, but they are mounted units. They are cavalry units. Anyway, here I am attacking with my bombard cannons. I don't want my opponent to take this, to have the opportunity to take gold. And you see here that I have hussars I have done Bloodline. I'm now doing the armor upgrade first. You see here that the red player is not protecting correctly his cavalry archers. He has a lot. This is true, but he has lost some from the castle fire and the town center fire. You see here the blue player, and the red has come here, but he has come under my town center fire, as you can see. So I think that I surprised him because the last time he was here to raid my economy, I hadn't this military, these castles here. So he knows now that he cannot raid my economy. So I have sent some hussars here in order to raid his economy, so he can test his own medicine if you like. And I'm sending this hussar to raid the blues economy also. And now, maybe because of the raiding, the red player resigns. And maybe it's because of the raiding, maybe it's because he don't has any access to the middle. He had some gold pile that he could use. So it wasn't that he had run out of gold. Here the blue player does the right choice also and comes to raid the yellow's economy. But the yellow has walled himself in early in the game, so the blue player can't really attack the yellow's economy. And here I have come with some hazards to take down the blue player's economy. And here the Italian player comes with some onagers, but he should use them. I don't. And now with this funny picture, the game has ended. The blue player has resigned a little after his ally resigned too. So I think this was an interesting match concerning how you should defend yourself, you could say, and how to play matches such as Gold Rush and Golden Pit. Notice that I don't mention it because unfortunately you can't see the elo, but it was all the players were between 500 and 550 and 650. So all players were equally in strength. And let's see the achievements here. You see that they have killed the most units, and I think that Dredd did a great job. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was trying to achieve. He didn't manage it, but I think that he played very, very well. And of course, my ally played very well. I think that choosing mangonels was very clever of him. And you don't see that very often when you are playing noobs games just like that. You see here the economy. It was the yellow player had very good economy, as you can see. I collected the most wood, but I was always running low on wood for some reason. Even at the late game, I had most of the stone, and I think that I had the most castles built. Sorry. And here the research counts. I was pretty far ahead. And here you see that I was very low in villagers, and my two opponents and my ally did a really great job. Of course, the red player, I think that he managed to kill around 10 of my villagers, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. You see here that in general in population I was very low, and it was a very cooperative game. I could not have done it without my ally, that's for sure. Uh, and so that's it for today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this game, and I hope to see you. I hope you watched another of my games for my series Noobs for Noobs. Thank you for watching, and see you in another game. Goodbye.